meme review. Brudda. What is up, brothers and sisters, and welcome to another meme review. And today's meme review is all about Uganda and WHEY. Now, what is this dank meme that I am reviewing? Well, you see, it has its origins in many different places, in many different times, but the earliest known origin of this meme, which is where a lot of the jokes come from, a lot of the phrases that I will get into come from, is from the film Who Killed Captain Alex, which is a Ugandan film, the first Ugandan action film made by WHEY. And these people are known for making very, very low budget films. To put it in context and comparison, basically, Avengers Age of Ultron was apparently $270 million, while WHEY's budget for Who Killed Captain Alex is $200. Yeah, that's what we're talking about here. But it's great because it's not an amazing high production Western or even Nigerian or Bollywood kind of film. It's not. It's totally low budget. It's, you know, amateurish. But it's made with a complete love of film. And the man obviously did his utmost best to make what he could with what he had the best he possibly could. And honestly, it does beat a lot of shit from Hollywood, despite some glaring issues. But it has some absolute comedy gold and meme moments like this.
Ugandan Bruce Lee. We call him Bruce Lee.
Ugandan Bruce Lee. Oh, careful! He knows his karate, and of course, in true Who Killed Captain Alex style, every Ugandan knows kung fu.
This is serious. Everybody in Uganda knows kung fu.
See, it's prime. It's fertile ground for memes, and you know, if you want to see a review of it, you should check out the Search for the Worst by HAWT. He really delves into it a little bit. So that is the origin of some of the phrases that they say and the accents, although I do think that Ugandans don't actually talk with, that's more of a Southern African thing, but I could be wrong, but it's a joke, and we'll get into that. And then, which you'll see is these people who are mainly on VR chat, and some of the memes you'll see have strange pictures of Knuckles and Sonic the Hedgehog, although no Tails, but who cares about Tails? These come from a video by Gregzilla in his most recent review of a Sonic game. And, well, it was only in there for a couple of seconds, but it was enough to fry the imaginations of people and to make them think, you know what? This is what we need for our Ugandan meme. And it became a tribe on VR chat especially, and in fact, this meme has spread like a zombie infection and even managed to infect Rising Storm, where it's probably not the best place to be said because you're trying to listen to your commander and your squad leaders and people are going, you do know the way, do you know the way? I know the way, the queen, commander, brother. So, things like that. You can't play the game. Sorry guys. But let's just take a look at some of these VR chat moments because it's just hilarious. I think the first one we'll do is the wedding where the priest decides to have some internet problems.
He is too big. He is too white. Hey, Knuckles.
Silence, you fools.
It's quiet, okay?
We are here to join the hands of the commander and the queen, Koye my boy and Gezton. Now, this is very sacred for the way of the devil, and if we do not honor it correctly, it will cause bad luck and no good harvest for Uganda. No good raids. Understood? Now.
Understood. Why do you laugh? Yes. Okay, guys, only, at most only 2 seconds of clapping, you know, like this. Like, okay?
Yes.
And now we start over again. Okay, let's be quiet, okay?
Okay.
Silence.
No laughing. Oh, we wait for the priest. We're marrying each other now. That is against my religion. Wait, is the priest he cried?
And then we'll see them crowding around bigger VR people and just start spamming at them. Do you know the way? Do you know the way, brother? Do you know the queen, commander?
You don't know the way.
Yes, I do.
Do you know the way?
I know the way.
You have to have Ebola to know the way. This is my new
This is very good habitat.
This is my new. This is my new.
This is my new home.
We
need to
cannot
drink
escape
to
together.
children blood.
Spit on the unbelievable. Spit on the spit on BRUDDAS. Why are you running? Why are you running? Why are you running?
I think you know the way,
I
Mr.
think he
Honey addicted man.
I think
Are you the queen? She is our queen. Everyone, shut up. The queen is singing.
Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh.
It's a fantastic meme. I mean, what can I say? I mean, it's all good fun at the end of the day, even though it can get really annoying in some games. But I think this meme has a potential to cross over into other sections, into other memes potentially. I think this could be something that we should keep an eye on because it's fresh, it's still new. But it could also get old, and normies might end up ruining it as it's already entering normieverse as we speak. But sadly, not everybody is pleased with this particular meme. And as you can see on Twitter, this person is so angry she even wants to kill people. But, well, we all know what happens when you mess with Uganda. I mean, it is just a meme. I mean, even Wakaliwood love this meme and are tweeting it out daily. They love it. They love the fact that people are taking inspiration from their films and Uganda and their culture, and they're having fun with it. It's kind of like the Japanese. They've got a similar outlook, it seems. So these social justice communists don't know what they're talking about. They seem to think that, these people don't want their culture to be in any way interacted with anybody else because that's racism, and that this joke is somehow offensive because they say, do you know the way, and brother and stuff like that, even though Wakali would love it. So let's get into these phrases, because I dealt with the backlash, which is only going to just be drowned out by and you know the ways. So let's get into the vernacular and understand this tribe. The way is to find the queen, this mythical person who will lead Uganda to prosperity and victory. Who's the commander? Well, the commander is, of course, people like Captain Alex, and this person knows the way to the queen. And if you know the way, you can find the queen. And if you know the way, you are a warrior to defend Uganda. Now, apparently it's a good thing, it's an honourable thing, it's an amazing thing to have Ebola. Oh, Ebola. I don't know why, but it is. And Ebola is a sought after disease to be had. I assume it might be used as a weapon or some kind of power up. I don't know. Now, another tactic that they use to defeat their enemies, this tribe, is to go. Now, where does that come from? Well, it's simple. It comes from actual African languages. I think Zulu has that as well, some Bantu languages. It probably has its origins in some very old humanity where we didn't really have a language and we would respond to each other with clicks and grunts and stuff like that. That's the scientific thing about that. But other than that, it's based entirely on African languages, and it's meant to annoy your enemies, and it's used en masse to inflict huge butt hurt, which is why this woman that I quoted simply did not like this meme, probably. And then there are the champions, and they are the cream of the crop, and these are the people who will free the queen and follow their commander to the end of Uganda to defend their country. And with that is all the stuff explained to the best of my knowledge. In the end, this is a dank meme, although it might become less dank as the normies get into it. I think it is to be expanded upon. It is to have a fully fledged mythos. It should cross over with other memes. It has the potential to do that. I think it's a 10 out of 10 meme, even though nobody has died. My criteria is that nobody has to die for it to be a 10 out of 10 meme. Sorry, PewDiePie. And I think that this is probably one of the most inventive, creative and unifying memes, because anybody can become a Ugandan warrior. Anybody can become a retarded enchilada or hedgehog and get on VChat and become some kind of special warrior. I mean, it's amazing, it's unifying. Anyway, that's the end of this meme review, guys. I hope you had fun. I've had fun. The next meme is going to be shrimps and shrimp pills, so tune in next time for the next meme review.